Anyway, okay. The tour that you're on now, then moving swiftly on from that. The tour that you're on right now. You're kind of giving a wee bit of info about it, but is there anything else you can add to that as well too? Just like the basic kind of stuff.
For the show?
No, just for the tour in general.
Oh, for the tour, we're trying to work on a couple like different just try to play the songs differently than people have heard them before. We don't get to come over to the UK or Europe too often, so if it's once or twice a year, we try to make every single show different and special. Of course, keeping that same amount of like energy and party vibe that We the Kings is kind of known for, and especially in Glasgow, like this is. Like Charles said earlier, this is like one of our favorite cities to play because the kids are so crazy, and it's such an enjoyment to play in the city that we just try to make it different than the other ones and more exciting, and so that when people come out and listen to the show, they're not just like, well, this is the same thing as I heard last time. So we try to change up the songs, of course, playing the ones that people want to hear, but adding a few difference, maybe doing a cover or playing the songs that they've heard 1,000 times, slightly different.
Yeah, we're all gonna play blindfolded. I don't know if we said that yet.
Just Charles, actually. But he'll think that we're blindfolded because he'll be blindfolded.
Okay. For the girls out there then, is this the full-on Scottish blindfold then? Or is this a full-on Scottish cult thing then? Or?
Oh, yeah, you don't know. The Scottish blindfold is actually like a sexual innuendo.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's where you get blindfolded and people whip the shit out of you or something. So, yeah, Charles will be playing blindfolded.
Okay.
Mom!
Alright, awesome. I love it.
An adult.
I think we all do. It's cool. But like, yeah, that's a good thing. I want to ask. You like that's something with the Fridays Forever. You've got some songs that are released as acoustic songs as well too. In general, then not with just like this shows, but I know you say you guys say you're trying to do things differently, but more as an official kind of thing, since this like EP's kind of released in the UK now as well too. Will this kind of change how some songs will be played in that sense? Will it maybe more acoustic versions that you play, or will it be the
not necessarily acoustic. With the acoustic songs that we've always done, like it's always been a big part of We the Kings, but when we strip the songs down to just acoustic melody and lyrics, it shows that the songs can be good without 18 different instruments on a record. It shows that like they're actually good songs and we're just adding to it. A lot of people, if people listening to this interview, if they were to go to their favorite songs and say to themselves, how would this sound if it was just acoustic? A lot of them would be like, I wouldn't even ever want to hear it, because it would probably be a shite song.
Shite.
But we try to do it to show that people like, yo, we just wrote a song and then we built on top of it. Like the song will be good full band, it will be good acoustic, it would be good in a dance club remix, whatever it is. It's all about the songwriting for us. So like when we play this stuff live, it's parts of that. We're not going to strip anything down to acoustic because we want to keep the energy live, but we want to add different drum fills or different full band things or stuff that we do or transitioning the songs and playing different parts in the songs that people already know in order to give it a fresh kind of sound.
Okay.
Were you saying that people were releasing EPs of their songs acoustically? Like, is that what you were saying before?
Well, basically you kind of answered what I was going to say anyway, was the idea of like with the EP, you've kind of released songs like acoustic wise as well too. Right. I thought like since that EP's kind of released with these kind of different versions, it might have changed the shows that you kind of go out with.
Oh,
yeah. So you've kind of more or less cancelled.
We got a couple like that.
Yeah. So for example, like they're gonna get the Fridays Forever, EP, and when they go to the show, they're not gonna hear it exactly like it's on the EP. They're gonna hear the full band version of the acoustic. So it's like there's changes. It's stuff. They get to go home and listen to that EP and in our other music, and then they get to go to the show and hear something that's different. If we wanted to play it exactly like the records, they could just go put a stereo on the stage, plus press play and dance to it. But that's not how we want to be. We want to, produce a show, a concert.
Yeah, I completely agree with that 100%. But anyway, before we go, last question about it as well too, because I was wanting to ask this. You were saying about doing like it could be like a remix as well too. Has that ever been an idea to add dubstep to some of the We the King songs by any chance?
Not.
That's an idea. That's an interesting.
It's never been an idea of whether we should do like a dubstep version of a song, because dubstep has been one of those things. I enjoy it, but it's such a quick phase. It's here and then it's gone. Like it's already gone in the States. It was there for maybe a year, and we all love Skrillex. Sonny was in a band that we used to play with like back in the day, and we all support him as an artist and think that he's one of the best and one of the starters of that genre of music. So it's never been a question of should we do a dubstep version, but we've always wanted to hear our music in kind of like a club remix, you know, something that they could play at late night radio or in a club, you know, like, because right now there's no guitars in club music. So it would be cool to hear someone do like a synth keyboard version of one of our songs with kind of like those drums of the, you know, that people could dance to. It would be awesome to hear.
It's cool with the internet because a lot of, you know, the fans and stuff come up with these ideas and they send it to us, and we get to hear variations of stuff that we've written, and it's kind of cool to like hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and immediately after we release a record, like the stems of that record are out there, you know, so people can take what they want of the song and add different music to it. And it's the power of the internet. And then that's, you know, it's perfectly legal to take a song and try to remix of yourself. But when, you know, Charles said when they send them to us, like there's been a couple that we've listened to, just cover songs, and they're really awesome. They're great.
It gives a song like new life, I think, too. Like, and brings people who wouldn't normally listen, you know.
I've had people that have covered our songs. It's like one of the most flattering things for a band to have someone take the time to learn the song, learn the lyrics, learn how to play it, and then record themselves so many times and enough till they get a good, you know, take of it, and then put it on the internet for their friends and people to listen. That's like, it's super flattering that they thought the song was that good that they wanted to do their version of it. And I've had people send me songs that I've taken a way that they sang something and used it in the show because it was like, oh, that's a really cool take on what I was trying to do, so let me try it, and I'll do it sometimes, you know, just.
I think my favorite ones by far are when they do the ukulele, and it'll be like a 10-year-old doing ukulele. I'm convinced we should just do a whole ukulele record.
And some of the ones that they actually do, they'll do like drum covers, you know, where they'll play the song and do the drum. And some of these drummers are like really good, so it's nice knowing that, you know, if Danny ever died or whatever, we could go find them and hire them as part of the band.
But he's apparently such a good drummer, though. I mean,
oh yeah, I mean, second best is somewhere out there, so you know you'll find.
But I'm just saying, if he were to tragically die like in his bunk from a pencil stabbing, you know, we would need somebody else.
Natural causes, whatever.
Causes, just thrown off the bus. I don't know.
And moving on from that, actually, I think we'll kind of wrap the interview up on that note. Just the last thing I like to do, guys, is just kind of like just like a message for the fans. But anyway, you want to do it, man?
I want to say a message for the fans, but I really want to use it in like a Scottish verbatim. So what was the word that bonsmacked?
Bogsmith? What was it? I asked you. Remember, it was like I'd be
gobsmacked.
Gobsmacked. Yeah.
We love our fans so much that every time we get to meet them, we're gobsmacked and nervous, and we want to.
Wait, were you using that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Are you sure it doesn't mean grossed out or something like that? Like every time we meet our fans, we're grossed out.
You know what gobsmacked is?
I know the term.
What does it mean?
It's shocked, basically.
Shocked.
Absolutely gobsmacked.
Okay, so every time we come and play a show in Scotland, we're absolutely gobsmacked because the show is so incredible, and we're just. They take the show to a completely different level, and they make everything so exciting for us to play, and it reminds us of why we started the band in the first place. So to all the Scottish fans out there, you guys are fucking incredible.
Just a quick jingle from you guys. That's all.
Quick what?
Jingle, if you would, please. So,
jingle?
Yeah, jingle. So.
Like, hey, we're We the Kings. We're.
Yeah.
What's the name of the station?
It's the show is called Rock Made of Metal.
Rock Made of Metal. Yeah. Cool. Hey, what's up? This is
We the Kings. Sorry, are we not doing the thing with the nest?
Rock Made for Metal.
Rock Made of Metal.
Rock Made of Metal.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is Travis, Danny, and Charles from We the Kings, and you are listening to Rock Made of Metal.
That's really good, but I think it's going to sound a bit weird if it's like the one person saying it, because on air it's going to seem like it's a wee bit schizophrenic if it's just like one person going like
Yeah, do you want to do what we normally do every time?
Do you want to say
yeah,
your
let's
name?
do that. Let's try it. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so Travis, Danny, Charles from We the Kings.
Just say from We the Kings or just We the Kings?
We the Kings.
Hey, this is Travis.
You said that last
Let's
time.
try. Hey, I got it.
We're We the Kings.
Okay.
We're We the Kings. I like that.
Cool.
Hey, what's up? This is Travis,
Danny,
Charles.
and we're from We the Kings, and you're listening to Rock Made of Metal.